First day.
All right, good. All right, so we want to cover some of those things that aren't getting covered. Some of you that have trained with me on a one-on-one basis have heard this stuff over and over and over and over. But when we're in a group, we don't always have time for that, okay? So it doesn't get covered. In one sense, just assume I'm right and do what I tell you to do. On the other sense, some of you guys want to know. Some of you guys don't care. And you just want to come in, tell me what to do, and I'll do it, and then I'm going home. Just get me in shape, and I'll pay you, and forget about it. Other people want to know why. Why are we doing this, okay? There's no right or wrong to that, either way, okay? So, to start with today, we've been working towards a better way of doing things for several months. Actually, we've always worked for a better way of doing things, but the last several months, we've been trying to get very specific with it, okay? In one aspect, that's for a marketing sense, okay? In another aspect, it's just doing a better job, okay? Being able to explain what we're doing, why we're doing it, and what the projected outcome is, okay? So, we came up with Jennifer's term T3, Team Tactical Training. That has a lot of meanings. The T3 stands for a lot of different things. Right now, we're just going to look at Team Tactical Training Tactical. Specific plan that is created to achieve a particular goal. So what we're doing is tactical. Okay, there's a specific plan for what we're doing. We want to design an end to that. Team is work. All right? I don't train groups because I don't want a bunch of individuals in here working out separately. I want groups working together. All right? I want a team atmosphere. I want everybody helping each other. Michelle, when I hear you talk to prospective clients, you're always talking to them about how it's not competitive with each other, but we're all trying to do the best that we can do individually. And like we talked about on a max effort day, a max effort day is just, it's a PR. Or it might not be a PR, it might be the best you got for that day, but it's your maximum effort for that day. Okay? Now we have speed days. Speed days is just going as fast as you can on something. We have hypertrophy days, so we're trying to bring together some loose ends, eliminate weaknesses, spur some muscle growth in some areas, whether there be a strength or a weakness, just making sure we're balanced. But on max effort day, we're trying to get a max effort. All right? And that isn't always a 1 rep max, right? It could be 10 reps. It could be my knees hurting today and I'm doing good just to squat something. So we try to get healthy enough to do a squat that day. Okay. So the team is work. It was brought to my attention that in an hour workout, and we're doing a max effort, it takes 45 minutes just to get through a deadlift or a squat. Well, yeah, when you guys got some guys doing 400 pounds, it takes a long warm up to get up there. But let's look at what we're doing. On a max effort, what is the goal? The goal is to lift that maximum amount of weight at one time. Why? Why do we want to do that? Because that is strength. Okay? We're not doing conditioning, work capacity, or endurance. We're doing strength training. That strength, that 1 rep max, what we're looking for is stress on the body. That stress on the body is going to cause a reactive response within the body, okay, causing growth, all right? It attacks the central nervous system, all right? It attacks the musculoskeletal system. We're going to have denser bones, better connective tissue, all right? We want to be stronger all the way around. We have neural pathways that are kicking in, all right? So that's what we're working on. We're working on strength. So it doesn't matter if you only have, in 1 hour, if you hit that 1 max set. Bam, I did one working set in an hour. Are you kidding me? I didn't even sweat. You don't have to sweat. Why? Because we're working strength. We're not going for a heart rate and sweating. We're not in train class. Okay? That's conditioning. We're working for strength, okay? So, if you don't know that though, and you're standing around and waiting 5 minutes between sets, I'm thinking that's a good thing because, wow, you're ready to do that 1 rep max. And you guys might be sitting there going, I'm really wasting my time here. I could be out sweating and raising my heartbeat or doing something like that, okay? You guys might not think that, but somebody watching this video may not know that at some point in time, okay? So that's what we're working for. We did, on a speed day, we did 12 sets of 2 squats with 5 people in 15 minutes. That's a lot of volume in 15 minutes. How did we do that? Again, we go back to the team work. We were lined up. When you were ready to go, you were spotting the guy in front of you. When he walked out of the back of that rack, you walked in, the guys on the side switched the weights. They said, go, you got underneath the bar. The next guy walked around you. The guy that just got done walked to his or her side, ready to switch weights and spot for the next one. And bam, it just works like clockwork, okay? So to keep the efficiency in the groups, when we're doing a lot of stuff like that, we need teamwork to work towards that specific plan that's created to achieve a particular goal, okay? Strength, as we talked about, is measured in velocities and brings us speed. So the stronger we are, it takes a different strength to jump on this 12-inch box as it does this 24-inch box. Okay, if you can't jump on a 24-inch box, get stronger and you will be able to, right? Okay, so strength is measured in velocities, an isometric contraction. If I'm wrestling with Christina, it takes a certain amount of strength to hold her. If I'm wrestling with Steve Solzy, then it's going to take a lot more strength to hold him, right? But it's zero velocity either way. It's an isometric contraction. If I'm box jumping, like we just talked about, this 12-inch box, 24-inch box, you got to be stronger to jump on the higher box, right? Work capacity, conditioning. We don't want to forget about that, but we don't necessarily work on that in here all the time. Sometimes we do on a Friday. We'll do our circuits. We'll kick the soccer ball around and do things like that. Okay. I don't have a problem fitting that in. One thing we can do on our hypertrophy day, which is today, by the way, it's a Friday, so we're doing hypertrophy work, is volume. So we're doing lots of sets. We're doing 8 to 12 reps. And the idea is, again, let's keep moving all the time. Let's try and get in and get out of there, because the more work we do, if you lift 10,000 pounds in a workout, next workout you come in and lift 11,000 pounds, you just increase your work capacity. You didn't hit a 1 rep max or a 10 rep max, you hit a volume max, so you did more work in that workout than you did in the last workout. So that's our work capacity. How much work can we get done? And if you think of it like a light bulb, you got a 40-watt light and a 100-watt light. That 100-watt burns a lot more energy, right? So if we're doing a lot more work, we're burning a lot more energy. Again, that 1 rep max or that 3 rep max that you do, guess what? 72 hours later, you're still starving. You know why? Because your body's still recuperating from that. You can go through a hip workout, right? And 48 hours later, you're back. You know, you can do a cardio workout or some kind of hip workout like that, a conditioning workout, and you'll recuperate from that a lot faster than you will all the stress from a 1 rep max, 72 hours. So your metabolism is jacked up. You know, all these people do all this crazy conditioning work. They're very much against the strength work because they're trying to get the metabolism up. You're missing it. You're missing it. Okay? Not that we should leave this undone. No, we shouldn't forget about this in favor of this. We shouldn't forget about either one, right? Okay? Mobility, getting your body to do what it's designed to do under its own ability. Right? So if we want to be able to do a squat, we want to have the flexibility, the range of motion to be able to get down and do a squat, right? So I mean, that's all we're looking for, mobility. It's no big thing. We follow Kelly Starrett. Why? Because he teaches us how to loosen those muscles up, how to open up those cavities, and so we can do those things that we want to do, right? Agility, being able to change directions and forces in the quickest, most efficient manner. Why is that important? Well, if you're walking on ice someday and you start to slip and you have to catch yourself, that's when it comes into play, okay? So when does agility come in? Sometimes it comes under work capacity. Sometimes we're playing with that soccer ball out there just for that one reason, is to work on agility. And you guys ever notice, I can watch it and I can tell it myself, a half hour of playing soccer out there, you're not moving too well, but at the end of that time, everybody's flowing a lot better, you know? In just that short period of time. Your body is reacting to that soccer ball. It's changing the directions and forces in the most efficient manner. We can do agility ladders all day, but when you have a soccer ball coming at you at different angles all the time, it requires a a lot more response from your body. Let's move on to the 3 parts of conditioning. We have strength, we have conditioning. This could be considered endurance, aerobic conditioning if you want. It just depends. So it can be anaerobic as well, right? So we'll just call it conditioning, okay? A lot of people want to lump these two together, but you can't do that. There's some crossover. TRX is a nice crossover. You can get strength work and you can get conditioning work from it all at the same time. You're not going to excel at either one, but it's a good workout, right? Nutrition, all right? If I was going to tell you that I was going to go on a diet of 1,200 calories a day, and that I was going to start doing CrossFit every day, and then I'm going to enter a powerlifting meet, I want to squat or deadlift 600 pounds. You look at it like I was nuts. Let's say I was going to run a marathon. I'm going to train for a marathon. I'm going to run, 10 miles a day. I'm going to cut my calories, and enter a powerlifting meet. You're going to say you're nuts, right? Consequently, if I tell you I'm going to work on a 600-pound deadlift and eat 8,000 calories a day because I want to run a marathon, you're going to just still tell me I'm an idiot, right? So if I'm going to tell you I'm going to join a gym and work out on the treadmill and I'm going to use some machines, lift some weights, and you ask what's your goal, I want to lose weight, but you never address this issue, guess what? You're going to look at me and you're going to laugh. Because I didn't hit the critical part, right, to take care of that. So these 3 work together, but you can't necessarily increase your VO2 max through your nutrition, can you? Or for strength training necessarily either, right? You increase your VO2 max maximum running 30 minutes 3 times a week. That's an Army study, okay? So that's what we're looking at on that.